Welcome back to the Nash Awesome channel. You know you must be strong and hold your own, 'cause the power's on your side. The enemy will try to give you fear, but you never run or hide. We'll come running to your side. We will protect you from your fright. All of us are on your side. We'll take them. We'll take them down. Fight! 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 Alright, enough of that. Sorry to put you through that. My singing voice kind of sucks. I wouldn't be surprised if it has to do with the SIGs. Alright, today's topic is self-defense. Hold on one second. Oh, fuck, every time with these goddamn lights. Alright, today's topic is self-defense. I've written some notes. This isn't as off the cuff as it usually should be, but I would just keep babbling about nothing or repeating myself if I didn't write notes for this one. Alright, so self-defense. Defending yourself from animals or humans or fucking, just something sliding down the road. You know, there's a fucking dumpster going downhill and you happen to be in the way. How do you defend yourself? Alright, well, you just jump out of the way or fucking pray at that point. But, defending yourself from another person. Alright, there's two schools of thought. A lot of people, especially in like karate, I don't know how much this is in MMA. I don't follow that too fucking religiously like a lot of people. Because, long story. Anyway, there's two styles of fighting I've noticed. There's people who block, you know what I mean? They always want to fucking stop what's getting into their box. And there's people that intercept. They just, they go ahead and they attack into your attack. And that was a Bruce Lee style of fighting. It's funny because you'll go watch some fucking Power Rangers and everyone's doing the karate style. But like, I don't see a lot of interception. Like the only time I really have it was like the Green Ranger. And I'm pretty sure they did that on purpose to make him as much like Bruce Lee as possible. Who knows? That could be, who the fuck knows? I like the idea of intercepting, but unless you practice every day on how to get into someone's box while they're trying to hit you in the face, your instincts are gonna fucking make you flinch, and you're gonna want to throw your arms up, and you're gonna want to do the traditional, surf and turf, Western Japanese style of blocking and like American karate. But I think that's really cool. I think both schools of thought have some sort of weight. But definitely, if you like Bruce Lee better than anyone else, just learn his style of martial arts. Everyone else will just teach you how to put your hands in front of your face and just try to stop people. Alright, so what do you guys prefer? Do you prefer carrying a fucking real weapon on you or improvising weapons? One example is a classic pocket knife or switchblade. I know some people who they carry a switchblade as a tool, of course. And, if someone's giving you trouble, you need the right tool for the right job. But, hold on one second. This light bulb's pissing me off. There we go. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. Improvised weapons. It's never gone to brass tacks, but I'd always imagine I would use my hoodie as a weapon because it has a big-ass zipper. It causes some welts. You could choke a bitch out. You could smother someone with it. A lot of shit that we're able to wear and carry with us can be used as weapons. Have you ever seen that weird Crow sequel, City of Angels? This guy falls off his motorcycle and the Crow's like, fuck yeah, he's in my grasp. And he just takes his trench coat off, his big-ass leather trench coat. He starts whipping the fuck out of him while he's on the floor. That was cool. Like Jackie Chan, he uses windshield wipers, like whatever he could grab around him. So like, I want to hear what you think, like improvised weapons or legit weapons. And one of the biggest arguments I hear is that, oh, someone could take a weapon away from you and you provide them with a weapon, especially if they're well versed in the martial art of taking your weapon. But who's going to try to reach for your sweater when you're hitting them with it, and the zipper is giving them welts on the little soft parts of their fingers? Like, I don't know. I think the sweater is the way to go. Get a sweater with a bigger zipper, the biggest zipper as possible. Make it obnoxiously big. People think you look like a fucking weeb. You know why you have that sweater. Yeah, and I like how, if you ever played, like, those old school Mega Man X games, when Zero uses his Z-Saber, it kind of trails behind him just a little bit, like a wet towel. And, if you're a big fan of, like, games with weird fucking saber mechanics, you could definitely appreciate using a coat or a sweater as a weapon. All you do is all your sword strikes, and they just kind of... yeah. I just like seeing people use improvised weapons over real ones, because real ones get in a lot of trouble real quick. Improvised ones, you put it back on your person, you could get away. And that's another thing. Are police enough? You call police, it takes them a half hour to get there, and they wait till you're practically dead. If someone's trying to kill your mother, and you drive a fucking steel rod through his head, you'll be the one who goes to prison. Go figure. I don't know. And then this leads into my next little topic I got in here. Is it better to hit and run? Really, honest to God, like, some people learn hardcore parkour. People learn parkour because they want to get the fuck out of a bad situation. Like, literally in any way possible. If they could climb onto something that someone else can't climb onto and just get the fuck out of there. I've seen a good example firsthand. There was these protests in Chicago a few years ago, and I was invited to go, but I didn't go, because who the fuck goes to a protest just to get your face beaten in for everyone to see? Anyway, well, that's if you're in the front lines, okay? Don't get me wrong. Anyway, yeah. 2 people were live streaming. One person, what they did is the police took advantage of people's naive behavior, and they said, oh, you can't leave through here. You gotta leave through the other side. They would get to the other side, and the cop would say, oh, you can't leave through here. You're gonna go through the other side. And slowly, all the cops would circle around those protesters and then just arrest all of them. Like, obviously, they didn't have their best interests in for them. So, the one guy in the other live stream, not even making this up, this really happened. I wonder if I'll even find the guy one day. He just jumped over a fence and just kept sprinting and jumping over shit. He invaded some property, but he got out of there, and he took a train back home. And, actually, no, he tried to take the train. They cock-blocked him, and he ended up claiming sanctuary at a local church. And, yeah, a lot of people could vouch for me on that. That really did happen to people. That was a bad protest. But, is it better to call police or hit and run? You tell me. What do you feel more comfortable with? Taking your chances, getting the fuck out of there, or having to explain your whole ordeal to a fucking judge? I don't know. I'd rather take the hit and run. But, if I get caught running, I'm fucked. Bigger charges on the guy. So you pick and choose your battles. You tell me, guys. Have you ever diffused a situation? This is really fucked up. One time I was almost robbed. And this guy, he was kind of like telling me that, oh, he's going to try to kick my ass. He was like, what are you going to do, fight me back? I said, I don't know what I'm going to do. I really don't. And I kind of had a little penknife in my pocket. And I forgot about it during the altercation. And then I remembered I had it. And then he was talking about, like I convinced him that, hold on, let me at least stop at McDonald's first. I forgot how I said it, but I got him to walk with me to McDonald's. We're not fighting each other. Dude, I'm a dark-looking dude, and this guy was, like, dark as a fucking raisin. The cops, they wouldn't have seen any difference. They would have seen 2 black dudes fighting, one with a fucking knife, me, and they would have just arrested both of us. So I was just thinking. And he was talking like, oh, yeah, you're going to buy me a big-ass sandwich. I'm like, dude, you're going to get what you're going to get. You know, I'm going to buy you a sandwich, and you're going to leave me the fuck alone. I'm not giving you any money. And then, I don't know, I guess he heard the ka-chink, 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 ka-chink in my steel-toe boots or something. Because, I don't know. And I kept thinking about it, and I couldn't believe he was walking a little further away from me, in front of me. I was like, I could just get him in the back of the head right now. But then I'd have blood on my hands, literally. And do I know my way around these parts? Nah. And he came up to me asking me for cash. I was like, look, dude, I got paint stains on my fucking clothes. Like, you think I have money? He's like, oh, you have paint stains? That means you're working. You're better off than I am. Like, that fucking, oh my God. that self-entitlement bullshit needs to go. Like, you want to fucking change gender roles, stop being a bitch and stop asking people for fucking shit you don't have and threatening to hurt them. Like, no fucking man acts like that. So what happened is eventually he was like, oh, wait right here. I'll be right back. And he fucking takes off in a sprint. So what is he going to do? Go run for a gun or something? Fuck that. I walked into traffic. I almost caused an accident. I just got the fuck away. I didn't need that. But I guess you could say I diffused the situation, or I got really lucky. But, no, have you guys gotten lucky like that? Have you diffused the situation? Like, because I wanted to attack him, but it would have been just two black dudes fighting each other, and I would have just gotten my ass iced by the cops, and then shoot first, ask questions later. Fuck that. And this was, like, on the south side when it happened, so it's like, there's nothing I could fucking do. Like, both the thugs and the cops are out to get me. I'm like, you're a genuine person, you don't belong in the south side. I'm not trying to give anybody no hate. I know there are genuine people who do live in the south side, but fucking thugs and cops, they're just two sides of the same coin, and they're not friendly to anybody who's a newcomer. Yeah, have you ever won by not fighting? Have you ever talked yourself out of a situation? A lot of people say the best fight... Oh, losing my balance here. I'm standing on a bathtub in case you don't... Oh, man. No, the best fight is the one you don't start. The best fight is the one you get out of. Have you diffused a situation before? I remember I stopped two people from fighting at a party before, and I actually walked this one guy out into the alley, say, dude, you need a bottle of water, you know, you're really fucked up, I don't think you could walk home, you know, and, yeah, I diffused a couple fights in my day, but, yeah, like, what kind of fights have you, won by not fighting? You know, because I heard this advice, and this is solid advice. Nobody wins a fight. Like, okay, maybe you get lucky, you got a critical hit, and you fucking knock them out in the first punch. Okay, that's a win. But most of the time, you're both going to hospital afterwards. You both lost in one way or another. So, do you want to be fucking alpha male motherfucker testosterone about it? Yeah, let's see who lost worse. Ha, you lost worse than I do. I only have a broken leg. You have 2 broken legs and a broken neck. Yeah! Like, it doesn't work that way. You want to just get the fuck out of the situation. You don't even want to fucking compare dick sizes or fucking stats. Like, fuck that, dude. Would you befriend someone whose ass you kicked? There's so many video games where someone gets their ass kicked and they're like, wow, I've never seen things like that before. I'm gonna come with you on your adventure. Like, that's never happened to me, but I would love to hear a story if that has happened to someone. I would fucking, like, there's a lot of games where that happens. If you want to unlock a new character, you have to kick his ass and then he'll come join your party. I saw a snippet from fucking Power Rangers once where, like, some fucking kid just comes into the dojo, Jason! And he just starts wailing on Jason, and Jason apprehends the fuck out of him. And out of nowhere, he was like, oh man, I'm sorry about what I was doing. Oh, you should teach me those moves sometimes. And it's like, that is the highest form of martial art, to make a friend out of a foe. It's like, I've never seen that happen, but I would love to hear some fucking heartwarming stories about that. But as far as I know, it's never happened. Alright, and say you did befriend that guy. Do you think he'll turn on you later? Moses, like from Simpsons, says, you just pretend to be his friend, you get real close with him, you know, and then one day, BAM! Fork in the eye! He'll never see it coming. It's like, even if I did befriend somebody after a fight like that, I would never trust them. I wouldn't trust them shit. I wouldn't trust them not even getting dinner with them. Fucking fork in the eye, man. I wouldn't trust anyone after that. I got trust issues as is, but I would never trust anyone whose ass I kicked in the past. And then my last topic is the philosophy of the snake versus the bird. You see a lot of flags. You see, like, the Mexican flag. There's always either a bird or a snake, but on the Mexican flag, for sure, there's a bird fighting a snake. And I think this goes into idealism, you know what I mean? Like, ideals. You see, the bird is courageous and aims for the weak spots and uses all of its assets. The snake kind of backs up into a corner, and until you fucking corner it, it will give you everything it's got. It'll bite you in the fucking dick. It'll give you the venom. It'll hurt you in ways that you never believe possible. Your fucking arm will atrophy after getting a poison bite. But the whole idea is that, like, if you look at countries who are represented by the snake, like China, for example, they're all about wisdom. and all about cultivating the wisdom to keep yourself safe. And everything about the eagle is about like pride, family, fighting for your ancestors and shit like that. And it's like funny because they're both kind of reptilian if you think about it. They're both from egg-laying creatures, and I need to do my research on it, but I know there's something deeper about the philosophy of the bird versus the snake. And we can even get into like martial arts, like different kung fu animals. There's different styles of martial arts for different animals, and the snake style is more like for someone who's trying to gouge your fucking eyes out. But the bird style has elements of that style because it's still a reptile. Damn, I'm flowing. But it's a winged creature and has a whole different philosophy. It's more like a leader. It's a loud, talkative creature. But I'm sweating a storm here. I don't know if it's because I got caught into the bad weather last night and I'm sweating some shit out, or this light is too hot. But yeah, whatever. That's martial arts for you. Hell yeah. We're going to do some more YouTuber reviews after this, and stay tuned, guys, because shit's going to get pretty damn wacky really quick. Alright, thanks for your support. I'll see you next time.